The Sleepy Sloth's Lesson. A Tale of Rest and Renewal. And now, attention. A riddle. I'm a slow-moving creature that lives in the trees. I sleep most of the day, about 15 to 18 hours with ease. But once a week, I climb down to the forest floor. Can you guess what I do when I reach the ground's door? Maybe take a bath in a nearby stream, or do a special dance to find a mate, or use the bathroom and bury my waist. Think carefully. Only one answer is correct. You will find out the correct answer at the end of the story. Deep in the lush, green heart of the Whispering Rainforest, where sunbeams danced through the canopy and colorful birds sang their cheerful tunes, there lived a group of animal friends. Among them was Sammy the Sloth, known for his slow movements and love of naps. Sammy's best friends were Emily the energetic squirrel, Owen the overachieving owl, and Molly the mischievous monkey. While Sammy enjoyed hanging upside down from his favorite branch and dozing peacefully, his friends were always on the go. Emily darted from tree to tree, gathering acorns and racing against her own shadow. Owen spent his nights wide awake, solving puzzles and reading books by moonlight. And Molly, well, she was always up to something, swinging through the trees and playing pranks on unsuspecting animals. One sunny morning, as Sammy was just waking up from a refreshing slumber, he heard a commotion below. He slowly made his way down the tree to investigate. "Oh, Sammy," Emily chattered, her bushy tail twitching nervously. "We need your help. Owen has fallen asleep during his daytime watch, and now he can't stay awake at night to warn us about dangers." Molly chimed in, her eyes drooping. "And I'm so tired from all my adventures that I almost fell while swinging on my favorite vine." Sammy blinked his big, sleepy eyes and smiled gently. "Friends," he said in his slow, calm voice, "it sounds like you all need a lesson in the importance of sleep." The animals gathered around Sammy, curious to hear what the wise sloth had to say. "You see," Sammy began, "sleep isn't just something we do when we're bored or have nothing else to do. It's a crucial part of our lives, just like eating or drinking water." Emily's whiskers twitched. "But Sammy, there's so much to do and see. How can sleeping be as important as exploring and having fun?" Sammy chuckled softly. "Ah, Emily, that's where you're wrong. Sleep is like a magical potion that helps our bodies and minds in ways you can't even imagine. Let me tell you a story about the sleep fairy and her nightly adventures." The animals settled down, eager to hear Sammy's tale. Every night, Sammy began, when the moon rises and the stars twinkle, the sleep fairy visits all the creatures of the forest. She sprinkles her magical sleep dust over everyone, granting them the gift of rest and renewal. For the little rabbit who spent all day hopping and playing, the sleep fairy's dust helps his tired legs recover, so he can hop even higher the next day. For the wise old turtle who solved riddles by the pond, the magic dust organizes all the information in his mind, making him even smarter when he wakes. And for the beautiful butterfly who fluttered from flower to flower, the fairy's dust repairs her delicate wings, making them stronger and more colorful for the next day's flight. Owen's big eyes grew wider. "So, sleep isn't just about closing our eyes and doing nothing." Sammy shook his head slowly. "Not at all, Owen. When we sleep, our bodies are hard at work. They repair damaged cells, grow new ones, and strengthen our memories. It's like having a team of tiny workers inside us, fixing and improving everything while we rest." Molly scratched her head. "But Sammy, I have so much energy. Won't sleeping just waste my time?" "Actually," Sammy replied, "sleep gives you more energy. Think of your body like a toy with rechargeable batteries. Every time you sleep, you're plugging yourself in and recharging. The more you sleep, the more energy you'll have for your adventures. The animals looked at each other, beginning to understand. But how much sleep do we need? Emily asked, her tail swishing thoughtfully. Sammy smiled. That's a great question, Emily. Different animals need different amounts of sleep. We sloths, for example, sleep up to 20 hours a day. But most animals need between 8 to 12 hours of sleep. Wow, exclaimed Owen. I've been staying up all night and only sleeping for a few hours during the day. No wonder I've been feeling so grumpy and forgetful. Sammy nodded. That's right, Owen. Lack of sleep can make us feel irritable, forgetful, and even sick. It's harder to learn new things or solve problems when we're tired. So, what can we do to get better sleep? Molly asked, suddenly interested in the idea of having more energy for her pranks and games. I'm glad you asked, Sammy said. Here are some tips for better sleep. 1. Stick to a sleep schedule. Try to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. 2. Create a bedtime routine. Do calming activities before bed, like listening to soft music or taking a warm bath. 3. Make your sleeping area comfortable. Find a cozy spot that's quiet and the right temperature. 4. Avoid big meals and excitement right before bedtime. Give your body time to relax. 5. Limit daytime naps. A short nap is okay, but too much daytime sleep can make it hard to sleep at night. 6. Get some exercise and sunlight during the day. This helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. The animals listened intently, amazed at how much there was to learn about sleep. But Emily piped up. What if we have trouble falling asleep? Ah, Sammy said with a gentle smile, that's where the magic of counting sheep comes in. Close your eyes and imagine fluffy white sheep jumping over a fence. Count them one by one. Before you know it, you'll drift off to dreamland. The friends laughed, imagining sheep bouncing through their minds. Now Sammy continued, let's talk about the wonderful world of dreams. When we sleep, our minds create fantastic stories and adventures. These dreams can help us process our emotions, solve problems, and even inspire new ideas. Owen's eyes sparkled with curiosity. So, our brains are still working even when we're asleep? Absolutely, Sammy replied. In fact, sometimes our sleeping brains come up with solutions to problems that our waking minds couldn't solve. That's why you might wake up with a brilliant idea or the answer to a tough question. As the day wore on, Sammy's friends began to yawn and stretch. The sloth's wise words had made them realize just how tired they really were. I think it's time we all took a nap, Molly said, rubbing her eyes. What a wonderful idea, Sammy agreed. And remember, friends, sleep isn't lazy. It's one of the most important things you can do for your health and happiness. The animals found cozy spots around Sammy's tree. Emily curled up in a hollow, Owen perched on a sturdy branch, and Molly nestled into a bed of soft leaves. As they drifted off to sleep, Sammy whispered, "Sweet dreams, my friends. May the sleep fairy grant you rest and renewal." From that day on, the animals of the Whispering Rainforest had a new appreciation for sleep. They made sure to get plenty of rest each night, and soon they noticed amazing changes. Emily found she could gather acorns even faster and remember where she had hidden them. Owen's nighttime watches were more alert than ever, and he came up with clever new ways to keep the forest safe. And Molly? Her pranks and games were more creative and fun than ever before. As for Sammy, he continued to hang from his favorite branch, smiling in his sleep. He knew that with each peaceful nap, he was helping his body and mind grow stronger and wiser. And so, the Whispering Rainforest became known as the most well-rested and happy place in all the land, where animals thrived and dreams came true, all thanks to the wisdom of one sleepy sloth and the magic of a good night's sleep. The end. And now the correct answer to the riddle. The correct answer is: use the bathroom and bury its waste. Sloths have a very unique and somewhat surprising bathroom habit. Despite spending most of their time high up in the trees, they come down to the forest floor about once a week to defecate and urinate. This behavior is quite risky for sloths, as they are much more vulnerable to predators when they're on the ground. Here are some fascinating facts about this sloth behavior. Sloths only defecate once every 5 to 7 days on average. They can lose up to 1/3 of their body weight in a single bathroom trip. Scientists aren't entirely sure why sloths go through this risky process instead of simply eliminating waste from the trees. Some theories suggest it might be to mark territory, provide nutrients to the trees they live in, or to maintain the ecosystem of algae that grows on their fur. This behavior is an example of how even seemingly simple actions in nature can be part of a complex ecological relationship,